So, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have uploaded Adobe Lightroom Mobile to your phones, we will show you not only how to use it as an editor, but we will show you how to use it to enhance the camera on your phone as well. It will let you use it as a more professional style camera. When I upload or open Adobe Lightroom, it will open, and it will open in an editor. There are several pictures here that I already worked with, but if you look at the lower right of your screen, you will see two icons, a plus near a photo, which lets you load photos, and a camera, which will let you take photographs. I'm going to hit the plus, and from the camera roll, I'm going to load a picture of a fish that I actually caught yesterday. If you look to the right, you have all of your editing areas. What's nice about Lightroom is when you click on light, it opens sliders up. You can put your thumb on the circle and slide as you watch the photograph. You don't actually have to look at where your slider is going. I can work with highlights. I can work with my shadows. When I go to color, I love to boost vibrance a little bit of my saturation for color. If I go to effects, one of my favorites is clarity. It boosts the clearness of your photo, and then I can add a vignette, which just lets me deepen it slightly. If you wish to crop, you could hit the crop icon and crop it down as well. I tend to like the framing of this, so I am not going to crop mine. When finished, I will be able to go back. It will be in my library. I can click on my photograph to open up my edited photo. This is the photo editor. But if you look in the bottom right, there's also the camera. And this is a great feature. And I have an iPhone 7 and it works wonderful on that. And it works on Androids and all phones alike. So when I click on the camera, it will open my camera up. Now, if you look in the bottom left, it says auto. Well, it's automatic mode, but you can click auto and put it in what is called a professional mode, which is great because now I can tap to focus. I can click on EXP, which is exposure in the bottom left, and that will actually let me adjust my f-stop or my exposure, which we touched on slightly before we left school. I can touch on the seconds, which is my shutter speed, which we touched on. So you can have a high shutter speed to stop action. I can touch on the ISO. So if it's too dark out, I will be able to adjust my ISO based upon the lighting situation. So I am going to use this like my DSL. I am then going to take a photograph. Once my photo is taken, I can X out of my camera. And once again, I am back in the editor mode. So I can click on my photograph to open. And as before, I can open my lighting and work with my exposure. I can bring my highlights back in the clouds. I can play with my shadows. I can boost my vibrance and my saturation. And I can add clarity, maybe a little vignette. And once again, I can end up with a finished edited photograph.